Okay, hello. My name is Marissa Garcia. I just graduated from Grad High School after living here for all 18 years of my life, and I will be moving to Cambridge, Massachusetts in the autumn to attend Harvard University. My father actually is also a product of the Garden Grove Unified School District. He went to Garden Grove High School as well, so that was really fun. I went to Stanley Elementary for kindergarten through 3rd grade. I transferred to Peters 4-6 for my 4th, 5th, and 6th grade years to be a part of the GATE program, and I went to Ralston Intermediate afterward, and then I ultimately graduated from Garden Grove High School. I actually want to become a marine biologist down the line. I would love to teach marine biology, so I pursued an internship at the Ocean Institute because it was something that wasn't really in the standard curriculum here, and it was more a specialized kind of science. Sure, I took AP Bio and I immersed myself in those kinds of experiences on campus, but I craved something even more so that I could apply the education I got here to something more specialized. The most fun I had as a student in my time in high school would definitely be our times in Latin. We would always have a week before Christmas where we would take a little bit of a departure from our normal grammarian lessons, and we would sing Christmas carols in Latin. I applied to 18 schools, and I was so excited to find out that I was actually accepted into all 18 of them. I was of the thought that I was not going to get in anywhere. I was thinking worst case scenario, and I thought to myself, you know what, if you apply to just a good amount of privates, you're bound to maybe at least get into one of them. That is not correct statistics thinking, but you know what, I was hoping. And so I got the fee waiver, and I decided, you know what, just pick the schools that you can see a part of yourself at and see what happens. Don't look at acceptance rate, just let's see what happens. The moment I got into Boston for the first time, and the moment I went to Cambridge, which is just a little bit off Boston, but still a part of it, I just was floored by the culture. It was completely the antithesis of everything I've grown up around. It was completely different from anything I knew. There was just something about Harvard that made me exhilarated, that made me gasp every time I walked somewhere new, because it was such an intellectual community in that area, and that was okay. And going to all these admit weekends 3,000 miles away, I realized there's no background I would have rather had than to be a part of the Garden Grove Unified School District, because being here, it's such a unique mix of culture, and that in itself is also a learning experience. I got to experience so many different races and backgrounds and cultures, and just and all the immigrant stories I've heard too are just so empowering. My last name being Garcia, I really resonate with the Hispanic community, and I was always confused because growing up in Garden Grove High School, I never saw a Hispanic valedictorian, and to my grandparents especially, who never really had the opportunity to pursue an education because they had to work and they had to forfeit, even at an elementary level, their education. And the fact that I did this in their honor, and I was able to honor their last name of Garcia, being up there giving the speech, and to be able to see them in the crowds and hear them cheer my name when I stepped off, I knew that I had done them a service in achieving this, and that it was just a testament to how it's possible to come from that background and to really succeed in doing that. And it was a moment. I never had my parents over my shoulder telling me, you know what, you need to do this to get into college, you need to do this, you need to join a club, or you need to go to this camp. And I never had that whisper in my ear guiding me in the conventional route, but what I did have was support. And through them not telling me exactly what to do, I was able to really search within myself and think to myself, okay, well, what do you have the volition to do? What does Marissa feel passionate about? And I am so grateful for that, because when I did discover those things, music, marine biology, they encouraged it. They said, you know what, chase it, go after it. And I found myself constructing a high school life for me that was solely based off of passion and not what I was thought I was supposed to be doing. And as a result, I really instilled a tenacity within myself, a grit to just constantly search and search for what I wanted and never what somebody else told me to do. So in that way, being first generation invigorated me because I always had the support, and at the same time I was also able to find myself, and that to me was everything. My advice to future college applicants and students of the Grad and Grove Unified School District would be to be unabashed about what you're passionate about. Don't think that what you're pursuing is impractical or practical. Don't think of what you want to do in terms of college, in terms of career goals, as something that somebody's influencing you to do. Only do it as your own independent, and by that you will find the path that's right for you.